Hi, well today I'm flying to an airfield I've never flown to before. I'm flying to Saint Laurent in the Médoc, which is just north of the bassin d'Arcachon. The weather is, as you can see, absolutely fantastic. Fortunately, we seem to have finally got the Indian summer we've been yearning for. The reason I'm going to Saint Laurent today is to visit Pierre Sucazo, who's our favourite aircraft mechanic. I'm going for his help because we need to change one of the tyres on the Jodel. The brand new tyre is safely tucked away on the parcel shelf behind me. Life's been pretty intense and busy over the past few weeks. Last week, for example, I was back in the UK, in London more precisely, with a group of French air traffic controllers. They were there on an intensive English course, so we visited some really interesting and unique sites in the capital, many of which I'd never seen before. The cable car in Greenwich, for example, which gives you some fantastic views of the O2 Arena and the final approach to London City Airport. It's one of the steepest approaches I've ever seen for a major international airport. The runway looks pretty short as well, so I guess you need some good piloting skills to get in and out of London City. London's always full of surprises. Look at this, a future flying taxi. One place I'd never visited before, and which I really recommend, is the RAF Museum at Hendon. They have a huge collection of First World War and Second World War aircraft, like the classic Me-109, the Spitfire, medium and light bombers, Mustangs, the Lancaster bomber, the beautiful Jaguar and Tornado, the massive V-bombers like the Vulcan, and one of the biggest seaplanes I've ever seen. Anyway, let's get back to my flight to Saint Laurent. It took me 30 minutes to get there, with a very nice tailwind which got me up to 115 knots ground speed. After an overhead join at 1,600 feet, because the elevation of the airfield is 100 feet, I then followed the pattern and slipped into the downwind. On the visual approach chart, I noticed that there were some silos at the end of runway 06, not very far at all, so I had to cut my downwind a little bit shorter than I might have done to turn base to avoid those silos. As a result, I was a little bit high on the approach. I extended full flaps, but I was still too high, so I tried a little bit of side slipping to reduce my altitude. My next challenge was to find out which of these buildings was Pierre's workshop. It's amazing what you can find lurking in the back of a hangar. Check out this T-6. What a beaut. And in case you're wondering, yes, this aircraft is in airworthy condition and flies regularly. So before long, the Jodel Masquerade was all jacked up with no place to go, waiting for its new tyre to be fitted to the wheel. Within a few minutes, thanks to this guy, whose name I've sadly forgotten, and of course Pierre Socazo, the wheel was changed with the new tyre and I was ready to get back in the air, leaving behind this rather bucolic and picturesque airfield. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short episode, and I'll see you next time.